Hello again, future graduates. You have made it to the last section of the orientation, and I promise this will only take a few minutes. What we want to learn about in this section are the school policies, mainly about attendance and SAP, successful academic progress. Also, a backup plan if your computer crashes or your internet goes down, and of course, time management skills. First off, let's talk about time management skills. This is extremely important in the online environment. You must set time aside to go to school. It's also important for the people around you to know exactly when you're going to be doing your assignments and so that you have that private time. You'll want to make a calendar and put the calendar up on the refrigerator. You may have roommates or be married and have a husband or wife and have children. If you put something up in where everyone can see it, they will know when you're doing your schoolwork and when not to bother you. It also helps to have a daily to do list when your assignments are due. Use a planner. Write down your due dates and write them on your calendar. That will make it so when you see it during your day, that you will remember that you have assignments due. It's very easy in the online environment to forget about things when you're not sitting in front of your computer. So a calendar, a planner, put your calendar in a public area so everyone knows when you're going to school. And the biggest, most important part, stick to your schedule. If you can stick to your schedule, this will make you extremely successful in the online environment. We also want to cover what your backup plan is, just in case your computer crashes or something happens that will prevent you from logging into your classroom and submitting your assignments. What is your backup plan? If your computer crashes, do you know where the nearest computer repair shop is? Do you have family members or friends that live close by that in an emergency while your computer is being repaired, they will allow you to use their equipment and so that you can log in and do your classwork? You still are required to post attendance. So it's important to have a backup plan in case something does happen to your computer. If your internet goes down, are there places around you that have free Wi-Fi like McDonald's or Starbucks? This is very important to know your area. If your internet goes down, do you have the number already set aside to call for support from the internet service so that they can get out there and fix whatever needs to be fixed as soon as possible? Have it set aside, have it on your refrigerator, have it next to your computer. It's very, very important. You still, without internet access, are required to log in, turn in your assignments, and post attendance. Once a student goes over the 5 day mark and gets any higher than that, that's when student services will call and ask and see what the situation is and find out what's going on. We want our students to be extremely successful. In the student services department, that's what we're here for, to make sure you have what you need to be successful to get to graduation. Now, last but not least, let's talk a little bit about the College of Healthcare Professions school policies. Now, when you go into your classroom, and again, everyone should know now how to get into your course home in any of your assignments or in any of your courses. There is a link for CHCP school policies. If you click on that link, it will bring up these school policies. This is very important to go through this and read each and every policy so that you're aware of the rules with the campus. Now, we are going to put our attention mainly on two policies: the online class attendance policy and the successful academic progress policy, or SAP. The policy on the screen is the online class attendance policy. Students taking online classes at the College of Healthcare Professions are expected to attend each week. Attendance is defined as participating in an academic activity within the online classroom, which includes posting in a graded discussion forum, submitting a written assignment, submitting a completed assessment, or attending a synchronous learning activity with the instructor. Postings not related to graded discussion forums or written assignments not related to the actual assignment may be reviewed and disqualified for attendance purposes. Now, this next part is the most important of this policy. Students who do not attend at least once in any 14 consecutive day period will be dropped from the course and administratively withdrawn from the college retroactive to the last date of recorded attendance. CHCP may schedule breaks during which no courses are scheduled. When this occurs, such as during the annual winter break, the non-enrollment period may extend the 14-day limit to include the break. Now, this is very important. The 14 days does include weekends. Now, this is a College of Healthcare Professions policy, but more importantly, this is a Texas Workforce Commission regulation. This is not something that school has come up with. This is regulations that we must follow. Any student that hits the 15-day mark must be withdrawn from the campus. This is why the Student Services Department is so important on taking attendance. This is also why it is so important to post early and often in every week of your class. Okay, that's enough about attendance. We've drilled it into you, and everyone understands. We're going to school to attend school. So make sure your assignment's in every day, well, not every day, every week, and make sure that you do your discussions early in the week. So let's go to our next policy that's very, very important, which is our SAP policy. SAP stands for Satisfactory Academic Progress. All students are expected to maintain satisfactory progress towards graduation. At the time a student begins his or her program of study, the student is considered to be making satisfactory academic progress, or SAP. Satisfactory academic progress is measured in terms of cumulative grade point average standards and successful course completion percentage. Students must successfully complete all program requirements within the maximum time frame in order to remain enrolled in the program and qualify for graduation. SAP is measured at the end of each grading period. Grading periods lengths vary by program. Consult the school catalog to identify the grading period that applies to your program. A student is expected to be meeting the minimum qualitative and quantitative measures of each review period to be making satisfactory academic progress as detailed in the catalog. Now, in the online environment, our grading period is every 8 weeks. Every 8 weeks, SAP is run. Every student must be above a 70% grading and be above rate of progress of 66.66%. That's the average of credits attempted and credits earned. At the end of every term, SAP is run. Any students that fall under SAP, under 70%, will be put on probation after that first period. And you will stay on probation for the next 8 week term. SAP will be run after the next 8 week term. Once you are above 70%, you are taken off probation and set back to an active status in the online environment. After the second term, any student that is on probation and is still below SAP must be withdrawn from the college. Yes, I know. Why are we talking about having to withdraw students out of the class, out of the program? Because it's something we do not ever want to happen. That's why. I've spoken to each and every one of you. I believe you're going to be amazing students. Unfortunately, these are policies that we must uh, give our students and make sure that they understand. Now, enough of that. Let's get started in class. You have made it through the orientation. Congratulations. Good luck, and please know that the Student Services Department are here for you. Rika Hebert, the student advisor for the medical assisting program. Davion Middleton, the student advisor for the healthcare management and health information technology management programs. And myself, Randy Holcomb, the manager of student services. Please enjoy your time in school. I'm sure you are all going to be amazing.